Alrighty, hello everybody and welcome to LCU Esports for one final time. My name is Landon Parrish and I'm joined by Jackson. How's it going?
Good. If I can remember my password.
He's trying to log into the Twitch. We've got a really good one in store for today. I want to thank everybody for being in the chat and ready for these division finals against an opponent that is the LCU is the only person who's taken games off of Cleary, and Cleary is the only team who's taken games off of LCU. Cleary lost to LCU the last time that they played, so it should be a good one. We're in for a fun time, and excited to see potential division champions after this game. It is going to be a good one. It is some sort of a senior night. It was supposed to be me and Gavin Ward commentating, but Gavin was not able to make it up here. But he is a senior on the.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, he is a senior on the team. So. And then we've got Juice as well, the other senior in the program. It's us three graduating in, I guess, 4 days now. So senior night of sorts. We'll have an interview with Juice after the game, and that'll be the last time you see some of us here on LCU Esports. So want to thank everybody for being in the chat, and we're gonna have a good time. I'll go ahead and start off with the verse of the day. It's gonna come from Deuteronomy 31:6. It says, "Be strong and courageous. Do not fear or be in dread of them, for it is the Lord your God who goes with you. He will not leave you or forsake you." A good message. Everybody needs to hear that, especially as we go into our holidays. No matter where you are, the Lord is with you. So, yeah, got some of that stuff out of the way. We also have a wonderful sponsor that helps us out here at LCU Esports. So let me pull up that, because, of course, I pulled it up before, and it has to go away whenever I get to it. But yeah, big shout out to Townsend Pumps. Thank you to them for being our sponsor. Call 806-794-3993 for all your water well service and repair needs. Remember that water is life, and go Shaps. So got some of that stuff taken care of.
Back to senior night. I haven't partook in a lot of senior nights growing up. You know, our high school, there was only one grade above us, so I didn't do a lot of senior nights, so always a bittersweet moment. I remember.
It is crazy. Keep going with your thought.
I was about to say, I remember, at least, you know, it was in high school, but like my mom cried. That was before I signed to play football, so
right.
My dad got a little teary-eyed.
Yeah. I don't plan on having any tears or anything like that tonight.
I'll cry for you. I can work it up. I can figure something out.
We've got a lot of people in the chat. I really appreciate y'all. Really appreciate y'all taking y'all's time to be here and support everybody. This is a really good Overwatch team that's competing for the championship tonight against Cleary, and with a win would secure them that division championship. And we'll see if they are able to do that as they're getting into the game right now, and we'll get this thing underway here pretty quick.
So that wouldn't be a better send-off, like senior night and
senior night, getting a championship, all that good stuff would be pretty incredible. So a few notes. The new hero, Malga, I'm not exactly sure.
Didn't he come out like today?
Yeah, but he's not going to be available to be played in these games, because they're always, when new people come out or there's game-changing changes, it's 2 weeks before they can be played. So Malga will not be able to be played in this game.
Kind of lame. He's kind of a lame character, in my opinion, anyways.
I mean, he's just Maui with big guns. So he's not going to be available to either team. And I was talking with Coach Hackett a little bit before this game. And some things to keep in mind. Well, I guess one thing to keep in mind. Junker Queen got a very big buff also in that patch, and their top 500 player is a Junker Queen main. So a little bit of a present given to them here in December. So
Junker Queen's always fun. I always liked playing her. My little brief time.
Yeah,
my brief time playing Overwatch 2.
Yeah, Junker Queen was definitely interesting.
Yeah, I thought she was fun, but she was god awful. Bro.
Yeah, she's tough to play.
Yeah, so I just stuck to playing Ana.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's one way to do it. And I think we are about ready to hop into this. Again, I want to thank everybody for being in the chat. 35 of us right now here tuning in to watch this divisional championship, and we are excited to get into this. As you see from the captain. Hello, people watching from home.
Watching. Oh, we read that very differently.
And, yeah, given their pregame pleasantries, and they'll be into this thing very, very quickly. And with 22 seconds left before they go in, we are about to be started here in the Divisional Championship as the Cleary University, I don't know what their mascot is, going up against the Lubbock Christian University Chaparrals.
Cougars.
The Cougars. Cleary University Cougars. I prefer the I don't know what they are.
Yeah. A little off topic, but we'll come back to it later. But aren't cougars and mountain lions the same thing? I've always understood they're the same thing.
We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
We are into the game. As you see, we've got the Far Mercy.
Speaking of Junker Queen, she's not there. They're playing Sigma.
Very interesting. And Juice going to get taken out really early right there.
I say that looked like a lot of fun, just getting sandwiched between the Sigma, May, Bastion. Who else they got? I can't really tell. I guess it's just the healers left. They don't really do a whole lot.
And that is going to be a few more going down for LCU. Mercy also going to go ahead and just regroup with the team. And that is going to be the first tick of points going the way of Cleary, as they are going to get the first action here tonight. Win that first fight.
To say Juice changing up a bit.
And let's see if LCU has some sort of a retake here and how they decide to do that. Sticking with all the characters still, not going to switch off of anything.
Let's say Leo's laying down some nice heat on him in the back. I saw a few half health bars.
Yeah, lots of damage. He's got that ult. He's going to pop it.
Already, man, that was quick.
That was a nice Bastion Immortality field by Cleary, as it is going to get them the health that they needed.
I say it looked like they were ready for it. That Sigma shielded and threw up the little ball eat ability. I don't know, Vort.
Yeah, it was good though. I mean, get that angle, jump in, try and catch him off guard. Did get a little bit of damage out, but that was played very well by Cleary, as it is starting to tick up percentage-wise. LCU has seen a couple swaps. The Genji is going to be out and available right now. We'll see how the wonderfulness that is Takamo's Genji turns the tides here, as he is right up in their face right now. He's got his sights set on the Bastion.
Yeah, with that Kitsuna rush, kind of everyone's disgusting. Oh, but that rock, just unfortunate.
Yeah, that rock going to catch Takamo, and the Bastion just going to clean up. And it is going to be going right back in the direction of Cleary, as the percentage is ticking up to 70% right now.
It looks like they're swapped off. They're getting ready for a little nano blade action.
And they are, I mean, they need some sort of a retake right here. 80%. That's going to be ult coming out. Nice healing, going to make their way out of that. Still not a lot of time. 15% left. Takamo trying to go around the backside. Is going to get that healing. See if they're able to get the retake.
Bastion goes down. Baptiste, doing some fancy footwork, staying in the immortality zone.
And Baptiste along with the Lucio ult going to live, and that is going to go down. Cleary takes point number 1, 100 to 8% here. But good thing is it's not you don't have to win one. You've got to win more than one. So LCU still has a lot of time left in this one. And just need to get going, get on the right foot. It's always unfortunate when you lose that first fight, because you're kind of trying to play from your back foot. You lose ult charge, ult advantage, that kind of stuff. And Cleary did a good job. You can see they're a very good team, and there's a reason that both of these teams are in this division championship. So we'll see how LCU responds in point number 2.
They look like they got ADHD. They're really only Juice is the only one sitting still there in the.
You can't sit still in the room, man. You gotta make the shot.
True. I guess my ADHD is I just like tap my leg or something.
And they did get the portal down.
They got on that point really quick.
And the healing will come out, and they will be safe. It looked a little bit scary there at the very beginning, but they are all on the point and full health. So everything that happens now.
It looks like Cleary also switched to an Orisa.
Takamo finds himself at pretty low health. Healing not going to quite come through, as they are trying to make their push onto the site. And it is looking like it's pretty back and forth, but Cleary will be able to get the retake.
I always like watching tank fights right there. It's kind of just a wet noodle fight. You're kind of...
Two Orisas just going after it.
Yeah, you're really just looking at whoever squares disappear first.
And it is going to be Cleary again who is taking the first bit of percentage. They do have a soldier back there, and
I guess they thought they were
Takamo going to go
again.
ahead and just ruin their back line right now. Beautiful play from him to take out that soldier.
Oh, that Orisa, she's running.
Takamo throwing out tons of damage
Nice
right now.
deflect. Taking
There
out
goes the
immortality
field.
too.
And it is going to be LCU that gets the retake right now anyway. And it is going to be, there we go. The Genji going to find his way onto the point, but not going to be able to do much, as he will try and retreat, get back with his team. Very good retake right there from LCU.
Gosh, the movement coming out from both Genjis this game is crazy. To be honest, if I'm playing this match, I'm not even bothering looking at him. I
don't want to be a DPS in this game.
Yeah, I play support. I play tank. I'm not.
And that is going to be a Baptiste window that comes out down main. LCU
kind of a weird angle, though. They're kind of just able to avoid it. Looks like Cleary just kind of dropped it altogether.
And that soldier taking a lot of harass right there.
Guys, it was a zoning Baptiste ult, trust me. Trust me.
Beat is going to come out from Lucio, and they're going to come back onto the points.
I say it looked like it was barely just in time to save Leo there. He was a little critical.
And LCU finds themselves in the lead percentage-wise for the first time here tonight. We'll see if they're able to keep that going and turn this into a point number 2 win and force point 3. As that time is going to continue to tick up. Every little second is of utmost importance for both teams. As he's just got to show him who the better Genji is. He gets back to the health pack and back to his team.
I say he's jumping around too much for me. I'm trying to like, my brain's fried from finals.
He's gonna make you motion sick.
Yeah.
LCU at 67%, getting into that territory where Cleary's gonna have to win a fight.
Cleary's they're trying to do some fancy footwork here. It seems like they're kind of like, you know, two boxers just dancing, looking at each other, not really trying to give up anything or advance too far.
Yeah, that's the Metro Wall gonna come out.
Did that still hit her through the wall?
That did still hit through the wall. I did not know that was a thing.
So weird.
And LCU trying to force them off the point.
Another
The window's going to
goal.
come out, but really nobody's there to execute it. And Takamo going to take out the Baptiste. Ooh. Josh going to get taken down as well as Forstarka. Takamo trying to do whatever he can to hold a little bit of time.
It looks like he just wanted 99% and he's backing off for now.
And LCU going to regroup. They've got a couple ults that they'll be able to use. One of the scariest ones is that Takamo Genji Blade. It's absolutely
Blade.
terrifying.
Let's see. Oh, I think there's no Ana this game. There's no Nano Blade this game. That's a shame.
There is no Nano Blade.
Nano Blade's a classic. What?
But Blade is scary enough.
I say Nano Blade's what got me up to like high diamond when I played.
And they are all just going to jump onto the point. I don't think Cleary was ready for this.
No, it does not. I probably thought they were swooping off the Symmetra.
Yeah, and Cleary's got to get a touch. That's going to allow Takamo to use the ult. He's in the back line. Ooh. The Baptiste able to clean him up, though. And LCU trying their best.
Oh, their Genji goes down, though, but their beat also comes out. Josh, or Juice, sorry, J names, are just barely hanging on there. Almost got boofed off the edge.
Josh takes out the Orisa. LCU trying to fight for this point. There is a Lucio jumping around.
Man, the Lucio.
And the Lucio's not there. Ooh. Objective will be secured. And LCU will take point number 2, tie this thing up at 1 apiece. And both teams not going to allow map number 1 to go easy, as we are going into point number 3. And this is probably, I think this might be my favorite point of the map.
The big circle room?
Yeah, I will never forget seeing these hamster balls go flying around the middle right there.
Oh, gosh.
It's a fun map. To see how people like to play it. Yeah, I'm a fan.
I apologize to Juice Mom. I'm a J name. I shouldn't make that mistake. I don't know what came over me.
Yeah, Jackson.
Yeah, Jackson.
And LCU is now into it right now, both teams.
I say they're Lucio, or yeah, Cleary's Lucio, which is kind of out there by himself.
Trying to get those rollouts and get onto point as fast as possible. And again, winning these first fights it's not the most important thing, but it is really helpful if you're able to do it. And they look like they are here to play.
Man. Juice is getting that fully charged Symmetra. I feel like we've talked about that before. I like Symmetra.
Oh, I love Symmetra, dude. Symmetra is so strong.
I like seeing the beam get bigger, and I like the sound it makes.
Very impressive from Cleary as they were able to back out, but Photon does find the soldier. It's going to force them all the way back into their spawn.
That was a nice little Suzu coming out, protecting Leo right there. They were trying to burst them down as soon as it landed.
And they are going to hold them in this little choke point right here.
I believe this is the part of the point we call the park the bus moment.
Yeah, especially with the Symmetra, you can get those turrets in there. You have a lot of room to fall back onto.
And it looks like Cleary switched to a Sigma, if I do believe.
LCU in firm control right now, up 37%. Juice going to find a pick on the Baptiste.
Baptiste goes down.
That is a big pick right there, as it's probably going to stall Cleary for a little bit.
Yeah, the soldier's really doing some fancy footwork there.
And they're going to go ahead and back themselves up onto point. You see Lucio and Genji trying to go down to the right side. But beautiful back.
They have Kitsune Rush and Beat and Wall and Genji ult. They have almost all 5 ults.
Massive spear right there from Force Stark. Going to get the Baptiste again. He's not having a great time. The Blade in the back line doing work. Going to find Sigma and Soldier. And LCU is in firm control of this one right now. 73% to 0% from Cleary. And this is exactly where you want to be if you are LCU trying to close out map number 1. They're just going to keep bursting down these shields. Cleary has to touch 84%.
What was Kitsune Rush used there?
I don't
think so.
I don't believe so. Visor has been used. This Photon will get taken out. Takamo going to get taken out as well. LCU going to not quite get to 99%.
97% right there.
97 will be the number, and Cleary has to come all the way back if they want a chance to take map number 1.
I say, and Leo's already kind of making some headway getting past that choke right there.
And at only 14%. I mean, I believe time ticks up pretty slow. It's going to be tough for Cleary to hold this whole time.
And just like I thought, Juice did switch to Bastion.
That is going to be a Sigma ult used, but with the rush from LCU, see if they can match some of that damage that's being put out right now.
Lily
Good shots.
Fall.
Good shots from Juice. Did not quite find the pick.
The healing's kind of going a little crazy right here. Even with the tank down, no one's really dying yet.
Takamo in the back line.
Spoke way too soon.
Not quite going to be able to find the picks that he is looking for. Josh going to go down as well. And it'll be another regroup for LCU.
We're getting a little tank swish here. Or is she just going back to the zone, the lobby? What is that? Warm up? I don't know what to call that.
Spawn.
Spawn. Yeah. Switching to Sigma anyways. Another Baptiste window.
Yeah, that's a good Baptiste window right there. That whole hallway is in danger.
It's probably the first time Cleary's actually sat down and held it.
And at 70% now, LCU still has time. But if they're going to do it right, here's the moment to do it. Takamo's found 3.
See, he thinks he won that, but no, he didn't.
Yeah, the enemy Genji only going to find 1. Force Stark, you're going to take down the Genji. And LCU just has to take the point.
They're kind of just blocking him.
They just have to hold it, and there it is. LCU going to take map number 1.
With some really nice blocking there by Juice at the end, just putting a body on a man.
Very good job by LCU.
This isn't Juice.
As we're going to have a play of the game from the losing team. Very interesting choice by Overwatch and Blizzard. It's no Takamo Genji Blade, that's for sure.
I'd give it a 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that's where I was at. 6.25.
Yeah.
That's what I'd give it.
Anyways, like I said, my mind's fried, but I remembered one thing.
What's that?
Cougar is a mountain lion, right?
I couldn't tell you. That would have to be something from.
I feel like.
I mean, they're cats. I'm
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
sure.
Well, let's not go there. But I feel like I don't know. It might just be something I learned from my grandfather. Or are mountain lions pumas? No.
I think pumas are pumas and mountain lions are mountain lions and cougars are cougars.
But aren't cougars? I'm pretty sure cougars are also mountain lions. Can we get production who has a computer to help?
Yeah, we'll see if we can sort the important things out. Not that we have a championship game on the line right now.
They're switching maps.
As LCU took map number 1 away from Cleary. After Cleary started off strong on point number 1, faced pretty little resistance from LCU in that exchange. And then point number 2 and 3, you saw why LCU is an undefeated team this season.
Yeah.
Well-oiled
That
machine.
first round, scouting report. You know, they want to feel them out. You know. They are all pumas, cougars, and mountain lions are the same thing. What is that? Panthers. I thought panthers were like in the jungle. Isn't panther the? Aren't panthers what's it called? It's the black cat from Jungle Book. Wasn't he a panther? What's his name?
Yeah.
Cougars are also panthers. Okay, that's
interesting.
Who's this Anakin Skywalker fanboy? You got
Shout out Anakin, appreciate you.
Yeah.
That is the.
Oh.
I am him.
What, Black Ops 5?
Best of 5.
Sorry, that was a joke from the first time.
Yeah, is a good one. We are going to find our way onto Kings Row, and got the nice cinematic shots. Big shout out to production tonight. We've got Asa running production for us, doing an incredible job as always.
Oh, a puppy.
There is a puppy.
Oh,
wow,
man.
That's kind of
I
wholesome.
think that's a sign. Should I get the dog?
I think you should get a dog.
Oh no.
But yeah, on to Kings Row. One of the most interesting maps, in my opinion, as there's so many ways you can go about doing this first point. Seen things as far as just absolutely rushing the point as fast as possible to going around the right side all the way around the point and going into it from the backside of the point.
Just tell them how to play the game, apparently. There.
Just a little breakdown of the map.
They're kind of just following what you were saying.
And Takamo going to get in the back line. Juice going to find another. What do you know? The DPS for LCU going crazy right now. Takamo gets another. And, I mean, as quickly as this thing could get started, LCU has point number 1 taken.
It kind of looked like they just took a BB gun out back and shot some empty soda cans. That was they're up and they're right back down.
Yeah, 5 minutes and 43 seconds is going to be the time for LCU, and they will. You have a long way to go to get to point number 2.
That's the one thing I don't like about Kings Row. To be fair, we saw this every Tuesday for a good amount of the year, but it's also just you got a long while, man. You really got to. I mean, it's nice because you have to work for it, but.
It's really important to get through this first choke point.
What was there? Kiriko doing? Oh, there was a Genji back there too. No, there wasn't Kiriko.
Oh, both were?
They pinged her.
Yeah, it's really important to get through this first choke point. Is once you get through that one, it kind of makes them back up, and they've got to go into their spawn a little bit. Takamo will end up going down, which actually will probably force LCU back a little bit, especially with that BAP window coming out.
That's one thing. I've never been a huge fan of Baptiste Window. Like, he's a really good healer and all, but like his ult, it's like really only helps like a few people.
Helps your DPS.
Yeah, if they're not Genji. If it's like their soldiers sitting back there, then it's helpful.
The worst is when you get the BAP window and Ryan would fire a fire strike through it and you just get one shot. That was always a lot of fun.
I think he can still do that.
Can he?
I think so.
Absolutely terrifying.
But now he can do it twice. But
yeah,
no one plays.
And
Ryan.
that is going to be, I believe, a Nanoblade. Tearing through the back line as LCU is clearing house right now.
Hunting down the straggler.
And it is down to just the Kiriko, who's going to make her way out of there. Say, I'm sorry, I didn't understand y'all's game. But Josh Had to let him know I'm the better Kiriko here.
Was that a Shaq quote, or what was Shaq's quote? Was his "I'm familiar with your game"?
I was not familiar with your game.
That's what it was.
And LCU gonna have pretty well a clear path. Clear will probably potentially try and hold them at this point right here.
The Sigma jumped out, you know, a little birthday surprise.
And that is going to be a big ult. Got some good damage out of there.
Immortality.
As Orisa and the Bastion used ults together.
This Kiriko and Genji looking like a couple. They're just like out trying to sneak out back. I'm stuttering. Man, my brain is fried from finals. Oh my gosh.
And LCU has 4 minutes and 46 seconds to get the cart to the end.
That is a lot of time for this last point.
That is a lot of room for error here for LCU.
Yeah.
As they're going to try and close this out as fast as possible, as if this does go to overtime. You'd like every little bit of time that you can get, as this is going to be Cleary in a nice hold. 4-star are going to go down as well.
Unfortunate timing. Lauren had to reload the Ana rifle. I always hate that. I've been yelled at a few times for having some unfortunate reload timings. And one thing I did learn, Baptiste actually has a voice line for when he has to reload. Ana is quiet and does not let her teammates know when she has to reload.
And 3 minutes and 52 seconds left. LCU does have some ults available to him. We see how they decide to dole those out, as the enemy Genji is going to try and do anything, not going to find.
Looking a little lost there.
And I think we might see potentially Blade. No, he will get hit by that rock and taken down before he is able to do that.
Oh.
Josh just going to...
I think Josh wasn't really looking at his TP cooldown right there.
Either that or he was just speeding up the reset.
Yeah.
And still ults available for LCU. Kiriko, I believe, was the only ult that was sent out during that last fight.
So say we do have the Nano Blade, and they have a Baptiste window and Soldier Visor.
And that BAP window going to allow them to just shred through 4-star, as they're going to have to back up into spawn one more time. Going to get chased all the way back there. Takamo tried to dash through, got hit by that rock, and not going to let him get back into the spawn. Good hold right here by Cleary, as they're not allowing LCU to get anything after they got that point number 2. We'll see. They've got a lot of ults that are about to be available to him.
Yeah.
Could be a team wipe here coming up pretty quickly.
Oh.
There's a beat.
Oh, I don't think the blade came out. Oh, the blade did not come out. Nope.
Nano did. Here comes the blade.
The beat wore off and the blade comes out.
He's going to jump up there, try and find this poor fella up top, as they're going to run down the Sigma next. They're all focused on that Sigma, trying to back him up as much as possible. Doling out as much damage as they can. LCU trying to get this cart the rest of the way. Juice trying to hold this off to the side.
Yeah, Juice saw someone there. He's letting them know he sees them there.
And they did end up taking him out.
It was clearly Genji's. Never mind.
BAP ult. Bastion ult, sorry. Going to come out. And it looks like they are going to be forced to reset once again.
That one was reset that time.
As they are going to go all the way back to their spawn and try this one more time. 1 minute and 30 seconds left. LCU trying to find the right combination to break through here.
Leo's already back up to 60%. He's doing a great job of just building that ult.
And with 1 minute and 17 seconds left, he definitely has time to get that ult one more time and force a good fight. That is going to be another BAP ult that's coming out that window. Not going to get any worth out of it, though, as now the Genji blade is available. Ooh. It's going to go ahead and be used.
Oh, they were ready for it, though. They saw that dash come out, and they all turned their heads.
And 50 seconds remaining now. Kiriko ult available. Nano potentially going to be available. It should be available. 42 seconds left. And those appear to be the two ults LCU will be rocking with. at the current moment.
Still 2 strong support ults, so definitely can't count them out.
Very strong, as it is going to be Sigma taken out for Starka. 24 seconds remain. LCU trying to find anything. Takamo going to get the soldier. Will get taken out by BAP. And that is not going to be the end. There's 11 seconds left, but it's an organized fight for LCU is probably out the window. It's just can they get a touch? Does not look like it.
Oh.
Very close to the touch. Did not quite get it. Very good hold right there from Cleary, as they were able to stop LCU from getting that cart the rest of the way. 50.62 meters, no time remaining. So it will come down to the defense right here. LCU meters. Still has a...
Landon, can you convert meters to feet?
Impossible.
Okay. Fair enough.
Time's going to tick down. And it was 50 meters.
50.62.
I don't believe. I think it's pretty close. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna not say anything. But I have something in my head of what I think the conversion of meters to feet is.
Yeah, 164 feet is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it's a little more than 3 feet per meter. Yeah, that was my thought.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. LCU has a decent push for themselves. They just have to get a strong hold. If you can get a good hold at the beginning and not allow them to take that first point, you can really buy yourselves a lot of time on the back end, because LCU got the cart and was pushing it like before I could even blink.
Yeah,
so
that's it. I'm gonna be honest. I like defense. You know. A lot more, kind of just like all around the board and anything. Like this point right here, if I can play like a Reinhardt or like a Symmetra and just hold down that little choke, it's so much fun for me. I don't know why.
And we are underway as Cleary's going to try and make their first push onto this point. Got to get the cart.
Okay, I was going to say, it sounded kind of... it kind of sounded like the Genjis are just going at it.
I think, there's definitely an echo somewhere, something that we have not seen so far. And yeah, that Genji just hanging around up top with Takamo. They're gonna just talk it over for a little bit.
That Genji and whoever that support is, not the Kiriko, but the player, they're like 2 peas in a pod. You find them just together all the time.
Josh ended up taking out that Kiriko, but the bat took out Takamo. Josh gonna go down as well. Starka finds the enemy Sigma.
Say Josh going at it with a little frost gun there. Does not have his heal up.
Juice will go down. Trying to put out as much healing as possible is Photon.
A nice sleep coming out though.
And just buying seconds right now. Any sort of time you can get right here, as the nano is going to come out. And
there we go.
Takamo just decides, I'll just take them all off the point.
Doesn't even need a blade.
Not buying time. They were just winning the fight, actually. Just Takamo Genji things. As this 2 minutes and 27 seconds left, LCU with a very nice hold right there.
I don't know if Leo brings his own keyboard, but I know that shift key has gone through a lot, man. Especially just this game by itself.
Yeah, very, very well played. Takamo in there with the nano, able to clean him off the point.
Yeah. Juice was putting licks on that Genji up there. Oh, never mind. Kiriko's with them again.
And that BAP window is going to come down. The Genji trying to get onto the back line if he can. And there is going to be coming out. The Katsune Rush. Soldier finding himself on the wrong side with this Mei.
See, it's always funny to watch soldiers try to dodge everything, because they just, you can tell they're kind of
back and forth.
They're going left and right, then up and down. And as I'm saying funny things about the game, LCU cleans up the fight.
Yeah, another beautiful hold from LCU, as there's only 1 minute and 32 seconds left, and they have to get this cart and start moving it if they want a chance to...
They have some disgusting defensive ults here, like with the Mei Blizzard. And, I mean, that Sigma ult kind of just sets everything else up for them.
And going to be close to a minute whenever Cleary gets their push onto the point again. It's not a lot of time. If LCU can get one more fight to go their way, which they do have these ults available to them, would be in a really good spot. For Starka going to use that ult. Going to get the soldier.
She's barely living up there, too.
The Mei ult is hanging around on the point. Blade is available as well. 50 seconds left.
You're going to save that Blade. They don't need it.
It's going to be the Sigma. Going to try and just get a little bit of percentage onto that timer, but good ice block right there from Juice.
Reactions right there. Those rockets were coming in hot.
Able to save his life for the moment. Will end up getting taken out by the Sigma.
Oh, both nanos, or not nanos, both blades like simultaneously coming out.
Takamo is nano blading right now. Going to find at least one. There's
taking out their Genji too.
See if he bought himself enough time as Force Stark is on the point. Time is ticking down. 10 seconds to go for Cleary, as it looks like they will finally get the cart taken. And we'll have a little bit of time, but has to push this cart a long way.
Yeah, it's only a minute too. Never mind, Juice is going for it.
They will give it a little bit of a try. Not quite able to stop them from doing it.
They get 2.5 minutes? Oh, man.
2 minutes and 20 seconds available now to Cleary University to push this cart and try and get it to the next point. And when it's 2.5 minutes is a lot of time, but when you've got to push it as far as you do to get it to the second point, it really just depends how this first fight goes. If LCU can win this first fight, it's going to make it very hard for Cleary to get another organized fight in. And LCU going to try and pressure as much as possible, force them back into their spawn, and just buy a little bit of time.
I say Leo's already applying as much pressure as he can. He's just running at their face.
Takamo going to take a little bit of damage. Knows where that health pack is, though. Throwing out a lot of damage onto the Sigma, and will get taken out. Big Sigma ult right there for Cleary, as that might clear the way for them. They're going to get that cart either to the point or very, very close to it anyway.
I think it's only very close.
I think you're right. I think they'll be able to, LCU will be able to have some sort of a fight.
Yeah, the cart gets maxed out at 3 people.
LCU, I don't know. It's going to be close.
I say Leo's really wanting to contest.
He's right there on the time, 3.15 meters away from it.
Another little Kitsune rush coming out here.
Josh will get taken out. Blade is available to Takamo.
I say, I'm sure he was thinking about it right there.
He did end up getting hit by that rock and taken out.
And the blizzard came out right as we cut away real quick.
Juice did take out the BAP field. Force Stark are going to go down. Juice going to go down. And that will push it all the way to the last point. LCU has to bow up right here. Can't allow them to get the cart to that yellow spot that you see highlighted on the ground. There's three shurikens going to hit right there. Do a lot of damage. And they do have, LCU does have that Genji ult available. He is going to get taken out by the Sigma. And that cart getting dangerously close right now as Cleary trying to go from almost not even getting the cart to taking the win on map number 2. It is approaching. LCU jumping in, doing as much as they can. But it looks...
that Baptiste ult comes out with the visor.
It's very back and forth right now as Takamo going to get hit by the Sigma ults. And that is going to do it for map number 2. We'll go the direction of Cleary. Very, very close right there by both teams. As Cleary wanted to bring the time down as low as possible. Did not have very much time at all. And we will be going on to map number 3, tied up at 1 apiece. We said it. This is a very good Cleary team. Both teams are the only teams to have taken any sort of maps off of each other. So,
yeah, I mean,
exactly what we were expecting.
Yeah, I know it's probably not fun to watch. You know, your team gets a point taken on them, but that just means it's a better game.
Yeah,
you know?
And sometimes that can be the
more exciting,
the shot in the mouth that you need to get you going for the rest of these games. It's a funny thing when you face a little bit of adversity, how you can answer back, and very excited to see the answer that will be from LCU here.
Yeah, you don't got to tell me about adversity. Huh? I've heard that speech plenty of times.
Again, want to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. We appreciate y'all. 40 of us going strong right now.
40, is that a record?
It's close to it. We've gotten it up there.
Why don't we have it on like the board or something? You know what would really break the record? Let's get like iced tea or something out here. I'm sure he would love to be a part of the LCU esports stream.
But yeah, really appreciate y'all taking time out of y'all's day to support the Overwatch team. Leave them some, as y'all have been, leave them some good messages in the chat. They go through and rewatch a lot of this, so we're excited to see that as we have.
I think we're having a sub come out.
We'll hold on to the who it is for just a little bit until we get into the game, but
it's LeBron James.
there is going to be a sub for LCU. So we'll see what that holds for us. Going on to map number 3. What was the difference? You saw LCU get a very good hold. What was the difference from holding them to no time at all to Cleary kind of just pushing the cart at their own pace the rest of the way?
Well, me and my infinite knowledge of Overwatch, I haven't played it in like a few months, but from my understanding, like counter picks, that's what if this is a free response question, that's what I'm going with. Counter picks,
whatever you think.
Yeah.
Counter picks.
But I say, me personally, if I'm on defense, I'm picking like, Bastion was good, but they had a Sigma, so I probably would have gone Symmetra right there. I know this is gonna sound a little controversial, but I don't like Genji on defense. I know.
I will never
Leo.
question Takamo's Genji, no matter where he wants to play.
He knows a lot more than me, so I could very well be wrong.
Yeah.
But like when I look at Genji, I'm like, that's not defense.
Dude, what's hilarious, if there was like, if you ever watched me play Genji and then you watch him play Genji, they're two totally different characters.
I mean, I've seen you play Fortnite and League. I can only imagine what the Genji looks like.
Man, that was catching strays out here. That was unfortunate. As we're going to be hopping into map number 3.
Is this a new map?
This is I don't know if it's new per se. It's newish. I think it's why can't I think of what the game mode is called right now?
Well,
what is
the game is dead. It's the King of the Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have a couple maps for the King of the Hill that you play on, and that is one of them. So Flashpoint. That's the word we're looking for.
Why don't they just call it King of the Hill?
I don't know.
That's so weird.
But I'm sure they have a pretty good reason why.
Probably not. Let's be different.
LCU getting ready to load into this one. I'm excited to see what we decide to do in terms of
like we're coming out. I thought we normally played like the Junker Town map.
I mean, it's a choice.
Oh, it's a choice. Okay,
yeah,
everyone just chooses.
It doesn't have to be one certain one.
Okay.
And Ace, is that sub that is confirmed? Okay, and the sub is going to be Spritzy, and he is in for Photon. Is that correct? So yeah, we've got the Super Smash Bros. Legend himself hopping in at support for this one. See if that gives him a little bit of a boost. As I believe
coming around.
I don't know if this is Spritzy's first action. I'm not exactly sure about that.
I know. I'm not sure. I remember we had Chris.
Mm-hmm.
Asa thinks we had Spritzy before. Very briefly. Like, he kind of showed up on stream once.
And LCU got a good bit of percentage, 56%, as Cleary's going to start on their way to build up percentage as well. 50% to LCU to 20% to Cleary. That time is going to keep ticking up as Cleary did end up winning that first fight, forcing LCU off the flashpoint. And they are going to have to regroup, try and get this back again.
So, you know what I would say here? Brawl comp. Let's get the Reinhardt, the Bridget, the May, brawl comp. But I mean, again, like I said, I am not on the team for a reason.
Oh,
The
Nano Blade coming out, and that's going to be a lot of damage as they're just trying to focus on the last two members of Cleary, but they do have the point taken back, so they will start bringing the time back themselves as well. That was a huge Nano Blade. Got hit by the rock, nearly got taken out, but within the span of the time that it took him to stand back up, 3 more people were dead. So very, very impressive from Takamo and Spritzy as well to get that Nano onto him.
I need to, it's just a personal preference between Ana mains, but I need to ask him what kind of bindings he has for his ult.
I feel like, and I'm not a game developer, but I feel like on Flashpoint, you shouldn't have a chance to touch. It's just first to 100.
Yeah.
But
I think,
I'm sure I'd feel the other way if it happened the other way around.
as a game developer, I think we get rid of the video game part and just turn it back into like a wrestling match.
And that timer is going to keep ticking up. I don't think LCU, they're not going to try and touch. They're just going to get...
NACE should have WWE. That'd be a lot of fun.
NACE, WWE. That'd be...
I'm having all these great ideas for NACE and no one listens. That
Wonder...
rock. Whew.
Takamo will end up getting taken out right there. And that'll put LCU one man down for just a little bit. The flashpoint doesn't unlock for 10 seconds, though. So
yeah, they're just kind of goofing around a bit. Little silly goose activities. Let's see. A Sojourn. We haven't seen barely any Sojourn this season at all. I will go purple sculpture. Don't know what that means. But Sojourn.
And that is going to be an ult coming out from Force Stark. You're going to put out a lot of damage.
That immortality field came down at the last possible second.
And Takamo on that Sojourn just throwing out as much damage as possible. And this BAP has been a thorn in our side this whole game. He has been the #1 Takamo hater.
Like I said, that BAP... BAP's a really good healer. That window, I don't know, man.
And that is going to be LCU pushed off the point again. 60% now. Takamo trying to make his way out while doing as much damage as possible. And he is throwing out damage right now. Gonna get hit by that rock.
Shrug it off.
Imagine getting hit by a boulder and standing right back up.
Imagine falling over when you get hit by a boulder.
That is going to be the Nano onto Takamo as he's going to try and throw out a lot of damage. Will end up getting taken out, though.
I say those extra defenses from the Nano really came in clutch there, helping them stay alive for a lot longer.
And that is going to be point #2 as well, going to Cleary. These are best of 5 as well, right?
Yeah.
First if I'm not mistaken, yeah. So Cleary is 1 point away from doing this. LCU needing to reverse sweep inside of this match if they want to take map #2.
Ooh, a pharmacy coming out. That's Farrah Mercy for all of y'all.
They're going to try and just get a little bit more poke damage. See if they are able
blade
to.
Coming out.
That is going to be beat.
Yep. If I say that blade wasn't really able to find anybody.
Right now, Juice throwing out tons of damage. Wow.
Where did that even come from?
I have no idea. That ice wall was there, and all of a sudden there was a Baptiste immortality field.
He has to have like a computer program running that thing for him because he's throwing that down at the last possible nanosecond.
That was a very impressive spot to get that one in. LCU holds the lead for now. Not for much longer as Cleary going to hop up into the lead again. It is map point, I guess, for Cleary. They're trying to close this thing out. LCU trying to extend this out just a little bit longer as 3 shots going to hit. Oh, my goodness.
That immortality field saved him from
Another
The third.
immortality field, buying them some time. Tries to get the ult off, will get taken out. And LCU going to have to regroup. 58%. This timer does not stop for anybody. And it is slowly ticking up. 80% now.
Yeah, this choke point's a rough one. They're out and Cleary Sigma ult coming out. I don't know if he even found anybody. Leo getting on the point, trying to cause some extra time.
99% is where Cleary is at. LCU trying to fight for this map right here.
I say it's just Lily and Leo left on the point now. Now it's just Leo. Leo's fancy footwork. See if we can save him here. Oh, not quite.
And that timer is going to tick down the rest of the way. Map number 2 going to go the way of Cleary as they take a 2-1 advantage here in the Division Championship. And there we go. Takamo gets the play of the game. It's going to be that Nano Blade if I had, He gets knocked down.
How many times does he turn around?
He gets back up
1,
again.
2,
You're never going to keep him down.
4, 5? I think it was about 5 times he just turned around completely.
Yeah. Very, very impressive. And Cleary now finds themselves on top, 2-1. Again, the Divisional Championship hanging in the balance for both of these teams. And again, we've been promised a good one, and we are getting that right now.
We're receiving.
And yeah, I think it goes. Actually, I don't know who gets the pick here. I'm pretty sure LCU still
we would get the pick.
Still gets picked.
So are the game modes set in stone for the games, and it's just the maps?
Yeah, so it goes on a certain order of game mode, but you can pick the map within that game mode.
Yeah.
So that's what it used to be back in my day. Whenever I played, it was Lijiang Tower always had to be first. It didn't matter. It was just always Lijiang Tower. But they've changed it, but I mean, people are still just used to picking Lijiang Tower first, so it's usually the one that comes out first anyway.
It's hard to believe you were ever good at this game, old man.
I know, it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Waiting for map pick right now. I haven't heard if there's going to be any substitutions or anything. Currently, I'm sure
There was a sub again for us. For who?
Okay.
Wait, you're telling us? To
Interesting.
Be secret?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're not going
okay.
to say anything
I was
until
like,
it starts.
I was racking my brain. I was like, whose name is Secret?
Yeah, there has been another substitution that has taken place. We'll get into that once we get into the game. Don't want to reveal our cards before we have to. So they're trying to talk it out. LCU in map number 1 faced adversity, came back from it, ended up taking points 2 and 3 pretty handily. And then map number 2 and map number 3 have been pretty strong Cleary games. And so LCU needing a little bit of an answer here, and it is going to be the one where you push the robot.
Yeah. I'm the robot, so I know a lot about this game.
Okay, yeah. Tell us what you know.
I mean, it's just whoever's a better friend to the robot, he helps him out a lot more. It's really that's it. Oh,
you don't want to accidentally shoot the robot while you're trying to push, right?
no, not at all.
Yeah,
Robot does not take kindly to that. I'd like to see what else you would pull out here. You're talking about adversity. I'm a big fan of adaptability and adversity, and I'm gonna be honest. I'm not. All of our LCU teams, we kind of all stick to the characters we play. Speaking of adaptability, Doomfist.
It is going to be a massive swap. Takamo will be taken out of the DPS role, will be put onto tank. 4-Stark are going to be taken out of the game. Photon put back in at healer. And
Spritzy's on Hanzo.
Yeah, so it's going to be Spritzy and Juice on DPS, Photon and Josh on support. and Takamo on tank, playing the Doomfist.
I say, what I really hope to see Spritzy playing here, all the Hanzos in my games, they would just sit in one spot and shoot, and just eventually they'd kill someone. And I just think it's funny.
And when you talk about adaptable, Doomfist is that. Used to be a DPS, and now is a tank, so that's pretty adaptable right there.
Yeah.
As Spritzy is going to get taken out by the Genji. And Ice Block going to come out for Juice. The robot running in the wrong direction currently right now.
I say that the Genji, and I think that's still the Lucio back there, just putting pressure on Josh and Lauren. I say Spritzy did switch to the Junkrat here. I say Junkrat's kind of gross on this map. There's not really, a lot of places you can just shoot your grenades and it will just hit someone. I think the grenades have magic in them, to be honest. I think it's some Australian magic.
We'll see how LCU can respond. The robot pushing back the way of LCU.
And they say, I can't do a Doomfist accent. Doomfist. That's about it.
Doomfist.
I won't butcher that.
Gonna get knocked down by that.
I say that healing though, he was about 150, then jumped all the way back up to 450.
That's something that always makes me curious about Doomfist is how you transition a character from a DPS to a tank without changing a whole lot about him,
I think they just kind of
gave him some health,
turned down the damage numbers,
and gave him a little bit a little bit more shielding, I guess. I don't know the exact numbers, but that is interesting to me how they made that switch, and the whole back line for LCU hurting right now. As Spritzy gonna find one, but Josh goes down, Spritzy goes down, Takamo gets the Sigma. Takamo does have his ult. We'll see if he pulls it out or if he waits. He will wait, end up getting taken out. Juice gonna go down as well. And they do hold the lead currently right now, though. So they got 31.24 meters.
3.10 meters ahead of Cleary.
Hey, all you have to be is 0.01 ahead.
Cleary sounds so familiar. Where have I heard? I've heard Cleary somewhere before this.
We've played them before.
Okay, well. Okay. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Whatever you say, Landon.
They are back after it in the middle. Both teams trying to fight for control of this robot.
I say that Baptiste almost taking Spritzy out.
Spritzy will probably have ult by the time he makes it back. Takamo did use his ult. There has also been Visor used. We have aimbot in the game currently, as Visor was used. And yeah, Spritzy will have that ult available to him. Going to fire in a few shots, try and get some damage.
See, it's always fun to watch him, like, you just hear someone go scatter. Whenever that
you hear
that Junkrat ult comes out, everyone just kind of turns in separate, or you hope everyone turns in separate directions and runs away.
And LCU with their backs against the wall, trying to find the right answer. As you heard it right there, fire in the hole. He's driving around looking for the victim. As he's not able to find anybody currently. Going to find the Lucio. Unfortunate.
Oh, and the Junker Queen comes out first from LCU.
Got the Junkrat and the Junker Queen. As Takamo trying something a little bit different. Getting off that Doomfist. LCU down a little more than 20 meters right now. Have to get this pushed up just a little bit, as they are going to be on the robot. It is contested, though, as Cleary is setting up their defense. Takamo going to be nanoed. Big swing right there. The Batfield will be down as well. Nice shots right there from Takamo. Gonna find two. Backline of LCU has been taken out. He will find himself alone,
They're taking the robot.
as they are now gonna regroup back at home and try and get this thing going again.
And we're switching out to a Baptiste now. This is the first game in a while we've seen this many swaps.
Just trying to find the right pieces to the puzzle to allow us to get that final push.
This game's theme really is adaptability.
And they've got the robot moving in the right direction again. They're going to be met by that resistance from Cleary. Nice ice wall. Going to bring this Sigma out by himself. May ult's going to... Was that May ult?
That was May ult.
Was able to slow down that Sigma enough to catch him out. Lucio goes down. LCU has the advantage right here. Going to wipe through the team. It's just the soldier.
Man, dude, Junker Queen just like screams Australian, man. This is...
That is absolutely massive from LCU as they're going to get a big push out of this one. Taking out the whole team for Cleary. And they will find themselves... Oh, contested right there. They need just a little bit further to take the lead in this one. Juice trying to get as much damage.
Oh,
Beat going to come out.
both support ults coming down.
And it is going to be Cleary forcing LCU off 2 meters, a little more than 2 meters short.
Hey, you know, I'd take that trade. That was what, about 3 ults there? I can't keep track. I was still looking at the support ults. But, you know.
3 minutes and 50 seconds left in this one. LCU's got to go 2 more meters if they want to force map number 4. Is that right? No, this is map number 4. Force map number 5. Sorry.
5. The
again, mathing is hard.
yeah, be all take all. Is that the? Yeah, I'm sure that's it. I'm done asking questions at this point. That Genji and Lucio, man, I'd be screaming. Those guys are annoying.
And aimbot gonna grab a couple, and then the Sigma ult going to grab a couple more. Takamo will be the next one to fall. 3 minutes and 9 seconds now. Is LCU gonna try and roll out, stop them from getting any further? That robot will find himself very quickly getting to that and pushing it a little bit further.
So that's that. When there's nothing to push, that robot likes to
Gets
really
after
book
it.
it.
Yeah.
It's like he's getting paid to do it. They got him, I think, right before that checkpoint too.
And that beat's going to come out for LCU. Cleary did a very good job, though, backing out of there. Going to let that beat go away and then re-engage with LCU in the middle. As Takamo very close to an ult as well at 91%. That Sigma caught out again. Going to take a lot of damage. Ooh. The Batfield comes out. Genji in the back line. 2 gone for both teams. No immortality field for the Bat. And healing coming out for LCU as they appear to be on the up and up. Takamo gets the Genji, and they have to keep this robot moving. 2 minutes and 6 seconds left.
Yeah, they're making the smart decision, just ignoring that Lucio.
And that soldier trying to do everything he can, but LCU definitely found themselves on the right side of that fight, pushing this as far as possible. They're going to have to jump down as this is going to get really close.
That ice wall was nice right there, keeping that Sigma off.
61.42. They've got to get it to 65.22. Takamo still does have ult available. Spritzy goes down as well as Photon. Takamo going to take a hit and will end up going down. 1 minute and 31 seconds left. LCU about 4 meters short. Do have ults as they're going to have to win this fight and stick to that robot and try and get it past the 65.22 mark, as I don't think the robot's fast enough to make it back and get any push for Cleary. I think it's just going to be a fight in the middle.
But it is overtime, even if they are pushing it.
Yeah.
When it's not pushing anything.
They do.
That's the thing. Overtime, man. Overtime's annoying.
Takamo taking a little bit of damage, and that's going to be a Sigma ult on the back line again. Going to find Spritzy. BAP window going to come down. Josh goes down as well, does Photon. And it is down to Takamo with no ults left to use. 42 seconds left. Cleary is trying to close this thing out and take the divisional championship away from undefeated LCU. As the robot this time will make it far enough to start pushing it a little bit further. 27 seconds left.
So see, he hits that checkpoint there. He kind of stands still, so they get a little bit of a breather, a little breaker. And the Zarya coming out too. May Blizzard.
It's going to be a May ult. Going to find nobody.
It looks like Cleary just backed off completely.
Yeah, Cleary just going to set up their defense. Interesting strategy for sure, as they're just going to try their hand. They're going to get at the back line. Takamo on the Zarya will find Soldier. Spritzy will get taken down. Beat going to come out for LCU, trying to throw out as much healing as possible. Nano has come out as well. We are in overtime as LCU's trying to push this cart. Robot, sorry, not cart.
Robot.
Lots of damage.
Leo's sitting at 100% charge right here.
And he is using it well right now as he's going to get the BAP and the Genji. Sigma will be the next one to go down.
Lucio.
Ooh, he's gonna have to stick to this robot as he's trying to run away right now. 67 meters is the mark that LCU has to get to. The charge slowly falling down.
It's going to be annoying as he's right in front of that little checkpoint right there. So he's going to get there and he's going to stop for what feels like forever.
And they are 0.6 meters away. Just have to get it a little bit further. Cleary has to have an answer right here. It all comes down to this fight. Will LCU hold on or will Cleary take this one home? Takamo finds one. Spritzy gets another. LCU fighting for their lives right here, trying to force another map. Juice gets one.
It's all up to Leo now.
And it is going to go the other direction. LCU finds themselves just short as Cleary is going to take the division championship. Very good seasons from both teams, but that is going to do it here. Takamo with the play of the game. Very unfortunate, but as we said with our other teams as well, you can't discount the season that you've had. Going undefeated all the way to the championship. I know it's not the championship, but the great thing about esports in particular is you are back next semester competing again.
And that's just great. It keeps your mind a little bit off of this season. Off seasons are rough, man.
Yeah, especially when it's a full year.
Yeah, coaches like to rub it in your face if you didn't do too well.
Yeah,
make you work a lot harder.
For those of y'all who are still in here, make sure y'all stay tuned. We've got Juice coming in here. 53 viewers. That's very impressive. We've got Juice coming in here. Going to do a quick interview with him.
Senior night interview.
The two seniors.
I'm getting kicked off.
So stay tuned for that. I believe he will be making his way over here, and we'll have a conversation with Juice. 53 people. That might be a record. That
54.
54 was
Ace
the peak.
Said 54.
That might be the record. That's pretty awesome.
Fun fact: my football number was 51. So close.
Well,
that's kind of just me talking about me because I don't know what else to talk about.
Very close for LCU, obviously. Fell like 0.8 meters or something, 0.6 meters from taking that one home. And you called it while it was happening. There's that little pause that the robot does once you get to that checkpoint.
Yeah, he likes to sit there, take in the scenery. And then, after a deep breath, then you'll go.
And it was just enough time for Cleary to get onto the point and take it home. Unfortunate, but just how it does go sometimes. So waiting again for that interview. Juice will be here in
I guess I'll
just a second as we
I'll take my leave.
We thank you for being here, Jackson. Everybody, make sure y'all say thank you to Jackson as we swap out people here. And get this thing going. Appreciate all of y'all for being here and hanging out with us here as we get this interview going. As the man himself has stepped into the building. As we've got Juice joining us here.
Hi.
A lot of support for you guys in the chat. Peaked at 54 viewers. And how does it feel to have a crowd of people behind y'all like that coming to watch y'all play in this game?
It's great. It's ecstatic. We really appreciate everyone that's coming to watch. It's just it helps the energy in the room knowing that we have a crowd of viewers, and it just helps us play better. Yeah.
So we talked about it a little bit before we started, but me, you, and Gavin, the three seniors this year, and graduating in a few days. What have you gained from your time on? Not even as part of the Overwatch team, but as part of a bigger esports team. What have you gained from that?
Man, all around, it's just been a great time, a fun time. I remember quick story time. just some.
Oh, yeah.
All the way back in the day, our current coach, Coach Hackett, Mr. Hackett, whatever you want to call him, approached me freshman, sophomore year, hard to remember, and he was like, "Hey, how do you feel about an esports team?" I was like, "Dude, count me in. I don't have a PC. I'm gonna do what I can to practice. I'll be here every single day." And now we're here, and so we had a really successful season. Seeing all the other teams do well and just getting to know everybody has been a blast. Though I haven't met everybody as much or as well as I'd like to, just this little community that we've built here on campus is one that is unique, and it's awesome.
Going from the beginning, I mean, it was my beginning as well, where we are triple digit SR. We're low on the totem pole to where you've gotten now. I mean, what do you have to say about the growth, not only as a player, but as a team that y'all have seen together so far?
No, yeah. I've been on a few rosters where it's been a little tough, I won't lie. And so that's why it's just so refreshing that we, individually we may not, our SRs, our ranks, however good we are individually at the game is pretty different. As soon as we come together, it's a completely different play style. We all understand each other. We all synchronize really well, and we all communicate really well. I remember, like you were saying, triple digit SR, just barely starting the game. It was a mess.
Yeah.
Like if you guys could hear the comms between us, it was very messy. A lot of yelling. But I mean, now the only thing that's changed, we still yell, but it's all in good fun. So,
your time's wrapping up, obviously, in terms of playing. What is your message to the rest of the roster as they continue to compete next year? What do you have to say to them?
Don't give up. The game is very unforgiving. Not a lot of room for error at all. I guess as like a little go get 'em message. When I was on the first roster for Overwatch Esports, I was bronze. I don't even know what SR that is. I was bronze. I was the lowest rank possible. And some really good people decided that, I had something in me to get better. And now I'm, I don't know what it is, third question mark, third or fourth highest rank. But even then, just keep playing with your teammates. Find any excuse you can to play the game, and you're going to see yourself grow. So
there you go. Any other words you've got for anybody in the chat? Any of the team? Anything else you have to say before we start to sign off here?
Hi, Dad. Hi to every parent that's watching. Huge. We appreciate all your support. Hi to every community member, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, friends. We appreciate it. We know that every time we step into the room, every time we wear these jerseys, that you guys are backing us, and that means the world to us. So,
and with that, we are finding ourselves towards the end of this final broadcast for myself as well, and I wanted to give a big shout out to everybody who's watching. For those of y'all who don't know, I didn't know anything about esports before I started this. I was approached by a couple guys who wanted me to play, and I actually started playing Overwatch. And as Juice mentioned, there were some interesting times and a lot of turmoil in different teams and some other stuff like that. But I found a passion in commentary and doing that stuff and getting to watch all of these different teams grow. But specifically tonight, the Overwatch team and getting to see you and how you've grown, it's been impressive. But also to all the people who watch, we can't we don't have a broadcast if people aren't watching. We don't have it's just all totally different whenever we don't have people to support us and watch our streams and talk. It makes it a lot more fun for me. So I know you guys will, but make sure y'all keep supporting. Alex is going to be taking over a lot of the stuff that I did starting next semester. So show some love to Alex and to those guys. And I appreciate all of y'all for showing me love and allowing me to do this and listening to my commentary pretty much night in and night out. So appreciate y'all. I'm sad to go, but I'll be around. I definitely will be in some broadcasts and stuff in the future. So Really appreciate you guys big time, and sad to go, but know that I'll always carry the LCU logo on my back as I go. So we'll still be here for sure. I know that. And then again, shout out to production. They do an incredible job. I can't do what I do. The games can't be streamed without production. They do an incredible job and make sure that the players get highlighted every single night. So massive shout out to Asa tonight for running that production. And this is the last broadcast of the semester. So until next semester and for the final time, for Juice and Asa, I'm Landon Parrish, and we will see you guys in the next one.